Hey family, so we're back with another Talk is Treat reading. We're going to take a look at who wants to talk to you, will they reach out, and any incoming messages you should be on standby for. So I am using that pink deck, and I can't think of the name of it right now, so you'll see it when you get to your piles, but that unique card, it's a major arcana specific to that deck, and it's called Joy. It keeps leaping out of the deck as I set the intention for today's reading. So, I mean, I love it because it feels like a lot of you are going to get at least one message that's going to fill you with joy. Even more interesting is that the message seems to be kind of 12th house themed, which means it's something you didn't realize about yourself, didn't realize about somebody else. Like, there's something about the revelation of something that fills you up with joy. That's the topic. Okay. Okay, so I will hold the thumbnail up so that you can choose your piles. Pile number 1 is the mini chocolate cake. Pile number 2 is the mini red velvet cake. Pile number 3 is the mini Dulce de Leche Cheesecake. And then pile number 4 is the mini Dragonfruit Macaron Cake. I'll give you a moment to make your selection. And if you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. Now that you've chosen your piles, it's important for you to understand how I do these readings so that you don't get confused, so that you're able to follow along when you select your piles. So, for those of you that are new, I read and channel past, present, as well as incoming energy. I do read a polarity, which means there's a light as well as a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson, in the journey. And if you're new, or if you've been here for a while and things keep calling you back, you keep resonating with your piles, everything aligns, we do have more exclusive content in the membership tier called the Onyx Key. Join the crew as a member of the Onyx Key for exclusive members-only messages, redirections, and content. We already have a bunch of videos live with some familiar topics as well as new questions, so I'll see you on the other side of the Onyx Key. Make sure you hit the join button to go deeper down this experience with me. All right, pile number 1, my mini chocolate cake. We're going to take a look at who wants to talk to you. Will they reach out? Any incoming messages you should be on standby for. So let me get an overview. There we go. Okay. This one almost didn't happen. So what's this? We got Pisces. Okay, you're definitely that intro. So this is a dreams fantasy pile. So I'll be honest with you. The secondary message just got louder than what originally was going to come out. So I was going to say like something fantasy based is going to come true, like something you've been wishing for, hoping for that you've been working towards, or a lucky instance aligning you with it, right? But the loud part is this Pisces represents dreams just in general, like sleep at night dreams. Some of you are going to have confirmation regarding a dream or some dreams, a sequence of dreams you've been having. So if you've been having very vivid, specific dreams, or you've been dreaming about someone specific, you'll get confirmation on what those dreams mean. I'm not saying your dreams are like literal dreams and you'll get a literal confirmation. I'm saying something about the energy in y'all's dreams. Like, let's say you have a dream about somebody, you have a weird vibe. Okay. In real life, you'll get the confirmation as to why you got the weird vibe, right? Whether it's something that affects you or not, you'll just be like, I knew that person was weird, right? Or you'll have a dream about somebody maybe romantic, right? And you're like, I don't know if I thought of them romantically, or maybe it is someone you are interested in romantically. Maybe you'll get confirmation about them being interested in you. Like it's things like that, okay? So what's this that almost didn't come out? This is the yin. This is the receptive energy. That's exactly what I'm saying. This is a group of the messages are all confirmations. It's things that you weren't necessarily receptive to consciously. So, and I'm not saying because it's all bad. Like some of you maybe have a hidden enemy around and you're not really receptive to that. So the confirmation is going to come through to where you can't really avoid it, which is always good. Others of you, like, you're not necessarily receptive to someone romantically, or you're not receptive to some type of offer, maybe a friendship. Like, there's something you're not receptive to, and it doesn't mean that you're seeing it negatively. It just means that it's not something you would naturally think of. So I don't know, maybe the person, if it's romantic, you just didn't see them like that romantically, not because anything's wrong with them, you just didn't think to be interested in them like that. Maybe you don't know them very well. Like, it's a lot of reasons. The friends, maybe you just didn't know, like, you see a bunch of people day to day, you didn't realize 2-3 people want to be friends with you. You're going to get that confirmation. All in all, remember at the very beginning I mentioned joy. Really good things are going to come from this, even if it's just a revelation of what doesn't need to be around you. Okay, so where are we going with this? Give me more. Talking about the mini chocolate cake. Incoming energy of reversal. Yeah, there's a blocked message. There's something. Okay, it's like a message that either you're not supposed to know, someone doesn't want you to know, or there's a blockage to you being receptive of it. Some of you may struggle with, like, knowing what you want and your emotions and things like that. So it's like, let's say there is tension between you and somebody. You may not even register that you're attracted to this person. It may be the dream that, like, surfaces it from your subconscious that you're attracted to somebody. Like, I'm using that as an example because that's the nuance that I'm trying to articulate, is that it's something that's basically on the tip of your tongue that you haven't quite realized about yourself, haven't quite realized is available to you, and things like that. Like the messages coming through are blocked messages, whether you've had the dream or not, right? Because some of you are not at the dream yet. Remember, I read past, present, incoming. You're dreaming now, or you're about to start having dreams about very specific people, situations, places, whatever the things are. And that's an indicator. That's something for you to sit with. Why? Because, especially if it's recurring, because it's a blockage. It's a message that you haven't been able to grasp consciously. Therefore, it's coming through subconsciously. But even those of you that are already dreaming, the confirmation is going to happen as well. We just have the revelation of all those blocked messages. So let me see where we're going with this. I didn't expect this pile, but it's very interesting. Tell me more. Okay. Incoming energy of Two of Swords. You know, Two of Swords is the energy of blocked messages. Like, it's avoidance. I got the slight itchy nose thing. So those of you with the allergies, because I even felt it like in like my I don't have allergies, but I got a wave of allergies. So maybe one of the people wanting to talk to you has allergies. It's somebody that wouldn't do it. Now, obviously, there's so many variations of people in this pile that are trying to come through. This is not a group of this one person wants to talk to you. This is a group where you got multiple instances, and maybe they're all surfacing through your dreams, or one is surfacing through your dreams. This is a pile of, like, you got at least one person observing you, and it doesn't have to be romantic, because I'll be honest with you, the hidden enemy's energy is subtle, but it's still there. Whether the hidden enemy person or whoever's on the table has actual ill intent, right? Some of you, there's a person that absolutely will not contact you. They want to. They might even be watching you, but they absolutely will not, because they know that you will not be receptive to a message from them. You would actively, like, avoid them. You would actively ignore them, things like that, because whatever the context is, whatever the confusion is. Okay? So tell me more. But yeah, all those messages you've been avoiding, all of the things you've been avoiding, it's here. And P's are dominant, so that could be a thing. I got the Four Pentacles, which is stability. If you're very fixed in your perspective, if you're very fixed in the way you like to do things, if you're very fixed in how you see people and whatever, this is why this pile exists this way. The High Priestess is actually ruled by Pisces. Okay? Some of you, that specific archetype is someone that wants to connect with you regarding your stability. And it doesn't need to be a bad thing. There's a High Priestess archetype. So, like, could be woo esoteric, Could be anything, 12th house ruling, like we talk about therapists and things like that. They have something that they can share with you that will ground you energetically. For those of you specifically that would need that type of message, or that just would simply benefit from that type of message, right? Because the high priestess could be an astrologer, it could be a tarot reader, it could be me, right? Like it could be anyone with knowledge of higher energy, especially if you're the type that has trouble decoding your dreams, or if you have trouble, you don't understand astrology, or if you have trouble trusting your intuition and leaning into it. A high priestess type, and not gendered, would actually benefit you, right? So all in all, the messages coming in are going to be very grounding, very stable. But the reason why they're coming through the channel that I'm telling you, like your dreams, revelations, is because this is a group where you're just a little bit hard-headed, right? Not like aggressively so. You're just fixed. Four of Pentacles is a hoarder. It's somebody that just, this is how I do things. This is how I see people. I put you in the bad box. I put you in the good box. You know what I mean? Like, this person can do no wrong. This person can do no right. Like, if you're that personality type, your subconscious mind is trying to help you. Your dreams are trying to help you. Like, you might be up under people you shouldn't be, and resistant to people that would be healthy for you, right? In any context of, I'm just now realizing I never took the bottom of this deck. And then it's the moon, which is crazy because moon is in energy, and in astrology, in astrology it's Cancer energy. But in tarot, like Pisces is moon because it rules high priestess as well as the moon card. So there's a lot that you don't understand. Okay. There's a lot that you don't understand. There's a lot that you consider to be a threat to your stability, whether spiritual, mental, physical. And that's why you're avoidant like that in the areas of life you shouldn't be. That's not good. Okay. But the good thing is you're not going to be able to run from those revelations, because you will get very clear messages via your dreams, via revelations, via things surfacing, okay, that you have been actively acting like you don't see or notice, or that you just subconsciously, because, the subconscious mind will protect us. It won't surface things that would traumatize us. That's why people have memory loss and things like that. So I feel like this might be one of those group, okay? But it's okay, because the messages coming through will stabilize you, even if in your mind you're like, oh no, I wouldn't want to know nothing like that. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Because it ends up worse when you avoid it, okay? So where are we going with this? Let me pull from Melanie Pop. You definitely somebody might actually call you and tell you something specific. And I'm not just talking about the bad things, by the way. Like, I'm not. Some of you are avoiding really, really positive things by nature of how you avoid the bad things. You get what I'm saying? So hidden allies also falls into the category with hidden enemies. It's just things that you don't realize would benefit you. Love opportunities available that you probably didn't realize you had, right? Could be any opportunities for stability. Could be job, could be financial, could be friends. Like, there's opportunities around. There's messages that you aren't receiving, that you aren't catching, that are going to clear up and come through soon. So give me more. Oh yeah, you're going to have a lot of memories, right? You're going to start remembering things. It's a lot of people from your past, unfortunately. Okay. You're going to start having revelations about people from your past. You may hear from people from your past. There's at least one person from your past that knows to leave you alone, right? But that's what I'm saying. The dreams are surfacing memories. Past lives could be literal, but it could also just be those karmic, right? Reminiscing, remembering, revelations, realizing and finding out is definitely in the shadow work section of this pile. There's no shadow. There's more shadow work than shadow experience in this group, okay? And it's all going to be you as an individual. You're going to learn more about yourself as an individual, okay? Some of you are going to learn very specifically about a student, a mentee, someone that was under you in some way, and not under you like beneath you as like you're better than them, but like maybe you are, I don't know, but that's not the category. The category is like more like you're a level above them. Like maybe you helped them, you taught them, something like that. Let me pull from the tea leaves real quick. And I will pull from that love deck because why not? There we go. It says persevere and you will overcome problems with the camel. You know, the Middle East could be relevant because I'm realizing I have things that could be multiple categories. So like, this is like the Remember the Time video that was like set in ancient Egypt. Camels are like desert creatures. And we even, not to be like trying to stereotype, but when we talk about dominant religions, like I live in a primarily Catholic and esoteric area. There are a lot of Islamic countries in those places. So some of you live there, or that's your culture, that's your ancestry. Not all of you, but those of you where that matters. Or if I'm identifying someone via that, then this is me like making you aware. Like this is the extra indicators you need to know that this is your message and who. I got an ink. I don't know why I want to say ink spot. Somebody might have a stain on their clothes. Someone that has a stain, like maybe that's a critical memory or an identifier. Someone with an ink spot on their clothes or something like that. But we have a problem to be resolved. Persevere and you will overcome it. But it does have to be resolved, okay? We got a torch of spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. See? I'm telling you. You'll see, those of you that are a little further ahead, you'll realize the shadow work you've been doing is working. Like even if you're having revelations or if you're past the revelations, like this is confirmation. Certain people are thinking about you, want to interact with you and won't. You may hear from people. I wouldn't be surprised if this pile was, a lot of you were finding me later during a Mercury retrograde, because this feels like people surfacing from the past, like a heavy Mercury retrograde of like you realizing things. Because everything down to the way that I'm describing you as behaving and things surfacing for you feels like someone that's in a Mercury retrograde or heavy transit that moves like that. Okay. So that's interesting, but you are evolving, you are elevating, and it's for the best. And I don't mean to make it seem like it's even going to feel bad, because it doesn't necessarily have to. There we go. Yeah, see, you got incoming energy of romance, celebration, and partying. So this is great. And, you know, the love is definitely historical, because I mentioned someone observing you. Again, even if there's one that's like, it's an absolutely not and they know better, there's at least one love interest on the table that it's going over your head. You're overlooking them. You're not even considering them. Okay. Or maybe you are now because you've been having a dream. So I'm confirming for you. Okay. I don't know. I really don't know the full context of what y'all are doing day to day, but these are thorough enough for you to be able to put two and two together, get back to the basics. You're making love much harder than it needs to be. Like this is a group where you're going to get confirmation that love is like literally available to you today, tomorrow, right now. You're going to get confirmation that there's someone that's interested in you that you definitely would be interested in back. They were historically interested in you, right? I don't know how long ago, but it's not like you met somebody today and you can like them. It's you've been consistently overlooking this love interest that is available to you. That makes sense. And I say that it makes sense because this is a group where, and this is why I encourage you to therapy. And again, it even hit the table that maybe if you're already in therapy, your therapist wants to unpack this with you. If you have a spiritual advisor, they want to unpack this with you, because your discernment may be slightly off, possibly due to trauma. It feels like the group where I mentioned from time to time, and I think I even like hinted at it earlier, where the hidden enemies, hidden allies, like you categorize people. So when they start moving funny, you don't catch it, or you don't catch it because face value. Because the thing about people that move funny, and I'm not judging anyone, but there are people that are very literal, and there are people that are more straight shooters, and people that are sneaky throw you off. So it feels like you may be more like that, like straight shooter, like you take things at face value, which is nothing wrong with you, that people are sneaky and manipulative. Not because the reality is it takes a certain level of cowardice to not be straight up with how you're interacting with people, right? I don't mean to like be bashing people on your behalf, but this pile seems to be struggling because you don't know how to handle people, because there's people that you've categorized as, I guess, ally, friend, and that's not the case. They just sneaky. You see what I'm saying? And like you're not catching the subtle cues or even the social cues of like this person, whoever, is sneaky, right? Like they're manipulating you, or trying to at least. And so by you having them in this, oh no, this is my friend, or yeah, this person's my partner, you won't realize that's a hidden enemy. And so your dreams are trying to correct you, right? I always talk about the spiritual woo, like your spirit guides. They're trying to help you. They're trying to talk to you, like they do. But in this instance, it's less woo woo, even though the woo woo is here now. But the loudest thing that's trying to surface in your dreams is your own subconscious mind. It's cues that you didn't catch, you haven't been catching, or that you've been acting like you're not catching. And vice versa, where we talk about the really positive things, is people that like you, want to be your friends, and you probably overly suspicious of people that you probably don't need to be suspicious of. And that's also surfacing for you in various ways, right? So I don't want to make it seem like, oh, the messages coming through are just your revelations, because all of the people in question are people that want to talk to you, for better, for worse, right? Whether it's because they want to manipulate you, and these are conversations you're having with people that are manipulating you, your dreams are trying to like warn you, or if you have people that are interested in you and you being weird with them, right? Like you being overly suspicious of them, avoidant of them, or just overlooking them because they're not loud enough in the grand scheme of people around you. I get that. So, because Back to the Basics says it's much simpler than you realize. What I also love about it is we're talking about overcoming problems. We're talking about problems that need to be resolved. Everything about solving your problems, any problems you know about consciously, or any that will surface subconsciously, so easy to resolve if you just get back to the basics. If you just, like, it's not this overly complex thing. It's not going to take months. It's not going to take years. It's like very easy fix. It feels like you're going to be living a very peaceful life, or you're actually in a very peaceful era. And that's why all of that is surfacing now. Because if you're a person that's experienced trauma, it feels like you're possibly safe enough for that to surface. Like, you know how when people are already like on like they're thin, they're stretched thin. It's like realizing you got backstabby energy around you, depending on who it is, that could really set you off. Your mind protects you, right? But it feels like you're in an okay enough position to where your mind doesn't have to protect you by lying to you. You know what I mean? About people that don't need to be around you, and you may be healthy enough. I don't know your past, but it feels very traumatized. I'm not gonna lie. But it just feels like you're in an okay enough position to where it's okay to start integrating into healthier connections as you're stepping out of the ones that aren't good for you. Okay. But it's much simpler than you think it is. It is. Get journal. It would help. Writing down your dreams. I'm just letting you know that because I see it. I know that's not the necessarily incoming messages, but please know you will get written on paper with ink messages. So shout out to y'all that are getting offers you don't see coming. Shout out to y'all that are ending up in connections that are going to end up in marriage. Because there's a lot of this power just doesn't see coming. Because you're very short-sighted, which also is it's like from trauma, okay? So what is this? Yeah, weeping willow, family sorrow. Especially if the energy I'm talking about is family, like if the shadow is like family, that's unfortunate. And that's why it requires a certain nuance, possibly professional support to work through, because It's different when it's somebody being sneaky and manipulative and it's just some random, right? But when it's somebody being sneaky and manipulative and it's like your heart and soul, your closest relationships, that can be very traumatizing. Okay. And it does require some extra to unpack. So keep that in mind. This is me letting you know, depending on what you find out, what you have found out. But think about all of the good as well, right? Don't let the shadow revelations throw off the really positive opportunities, because what happens is, especially if the shadow is family, I could see that throwing you off real bad in a way where you basically like, well, if I can't trust family, I can't trust a soul. So you end up self-sabotaging that romantic opportunity. You end up self-sabotaging career opportunities, because if like that's a real thought process, right? That's common sense, which is why you would need some support in unpacking that. Okay. Yeah, because look at all this drama. It says any drama will always add fuel to the fire. There may be misunderstandings, arguments, lies, manipulation, or ego causing this tension. Yeah. I mean, I can't control the table, but you're going to hear about some drama. Now, yeah, I'm going to pick that up. It's incoming energy. I don't know what it says yet, but all of the drama is not your life. For most of you, I'm not contradicting myself. I heard what I said earlier, where I said you're probably in the most peaceful era. In all of the drama for you is historical. I don't care what stage you're at. If you're having dreams, you're not having dreams yet. The whole reason the dreams are about to start or have been started is because there's a heavy emphasis on you dreaming. You probably weren't sleeping, probably weren't dreaming. I can see all that on the table, y'all. It's all in the cards, literally. And so now you're able to start reminiscing, remembering, because you're not in active like fight or flight mode. You're not in active like fight, you know what I mean? Like you're not under the pressure real time. It's happened already. So now you're able to unpack it because it's surfacing. Okay. So like you'll remember things, you'll hear things, okay, you'll realize things, but at the end of the day, any 3D drama that surfaces in your world will come from decisions you make based on revelations you've had. So drama on other people's end, because now they feel away because you're moving accordingly. Or you will hear about things that have happened that will give you confirmation. Like, I knew this person was sneaky. I knew this person moved funny. Oh yeah, they were moving funny. Now look how that worked out for them. It didn't. Things like that. Okay. Like you're going to find something that maybe you lost and all the things. Let me grab this card. What's incoming? Soul tie. That love connection is going to be so good. Like, I don't want you to be so traumatized that you self-sabotage in love, because the soul tie is a real deal, okay? It says an inexplicable, powerful emotional bond to someone may be at play here. Be mindful of who you are connected to as it goes beyond the surface. And you're already highly intuitive. So the thing about it is, when you settle out of fight or flight mode, you're stable, you're safe, you're not existing like you're in your really peaceful era. It makes you more receptive. It makes you more intuitive. Okay, so that's why the dreams would surface. And I do believe that this is a pile of like, you will be dreaming of this soulmate. Okay, whoever this is. I actually feel like it's somebody that likes you right now in this moment. That's just going over your head. Okay. And so you definitely have that, you have piles in those donut dream readings. I'm not even just talking about the general dream interpretation playlist. I'm talking about the love-based ones. You have piles there. If I'm not mistaken, I have at least one chocolate donut in there. So if chocolate was your thing, you can go there. But there are other things that may call you. You're going to find something or be offered something that you lost, couldn't find, okay? That you lost or couldn't find. Okay, that's where it ends, because y'all's advice deck, I was going to use this one because I didn't know where the other one was. It's really hard to lose stuff in here. But for whatever reason, like, I was rushing because I was like, let me just hurry to start filming these videos. And I'm realizing that it's on the desk. Like, the whole time I'm like, where did I put that deck? It's literally 2-3 places it could be. There's no reason why it's not in one of these 2 or 3 places. And it's because I put it in the 4th or 5th place that I wouldn't have remembered that I put it, right? So that's a relevant story for y'all, because after I see what's at the bottom of this deck, I'm going to go grab it and close your reading out. So it's something you've been missing to finish something, or you're going to find something you've been looking for, right? Or it's going to be offered to you, or even if it's something you just thought you lost, as in it's gone forever, it'll circle back, or something comparable will. And that's part of that channeled energy I had at the beginning, where I was saying, like, you're going to feel so much joy soon. You should already be feeling it, even if the realizing throws it off, because remember, anything you're realizing is because you are at peace. It feels like a power that needs to know that. But I'm really excited for this love connection you got coming in. I'm really excited for the peace era it looks like you're in now. It looks like, I don't know, you're just doing so good that it looks like your mind is trying to preserve the good and making you see anything that could potentially be bad going forward, or be a limitation for you going forward. But you're going to hear about drama about these people that used to move funny. You're going to hear about drama about, you're going to realize there was drama historically that you didn't catch on to. And all in all, the most important thing I want you to remember is that that's in the past. Do not let that self-sabotage you. Don't let that sabotage you. Don't let yourself be put in a position where you're going to self-sabotage due to you awakening to people's true motives, true nature. Okay, so here we have the checkpoint. Somebody's probably going to check in with you. Yeah, somebody's going to check in with you. There's 2 people that are going to check in with you. That's why you got 2 ties. One person's going to touch base with you, let you know about all kinds of confusion and drama regarding something. And the drama is going to be revelations. I don't even think it's one specific instance. It's going to be different variations of it. So let's say you got a friend, hidden enemy. Okay, you're going to hear about that friend, and you're going to hear something that either just confirms the dream you had, or just confirms your suspicions, or like flat out somebody's going to tell you this person's a hidden enemy or something like that, right? Then I also have instances of somebody trying to like manipulate you, and you having weird dreams, and then something happening to that person. Because it's also a karma pile, not in a karmic justice sense, but in a, you're gonna hear people gonna check in with you because it's drama associated with situations. The drama is based on people and situations that weren't favorable to you, right? So you got a chaotic ex, you got an ex-friend, you got people that you already removed from your life or did something dirty to you and then left your life. Like, you'll hear really chaotic things about those people, because, and that will be the confirmation. That'll be part of the realization. That'll be part of everything you need to know. But chaos and confusion aside, the most important message on the table is you got a checkpoint with a soul tie. Somebody's going to check in with you. They're interested romantically. They're interested romantically, okay? They are interested romantically. You've been dreaming about it, or you're going to start dreaming about it. And I'm repeating it because it's important that you don't let your bias throw you off. Because I don't know who I'm talking about, but it feels like you would have some trauma in the way. Okay, let me grab this advice. All right, so let me get this advice for my mini chocolate cake. Here we go. Okay, all kinds of advice. We got dress to dazzle. Make sure you look good everywhere you go. Got it. You know, that was that's been a recurring message. Shout out to y'all. Tap in with the onyxkey.com. Peacock is a theme here. We have those birds. It could be a redirection, but definitely tap in with the onyxkey.com because it's going to be a theme on the site as well. And we're getting closer and closer. We're reaching a point where in the next few weeks, you guys should at least get an email. That way you know it's real. It's real, okay? Becoming Light says transformation, renewal, and grace. This is you. This is absolutely you. Keep leaning in. So any surfacing shadow is not bad. It's clearing of energy so that you don't bring it with you into your future, right? You're becoming light, right? You're transforming. And that's the grace of peace, because it says you're no longer who you were. Let your wings unfold and allow your abundance meet the new you. Allow the abundance to meet the new you. The new you comes with like out all of that unnecessary baggage. Becoming light becoming sacred feminine, whether this context is regardless of gender, okay? Because sacred feminine is yin energy, it's receptive energy. You're becoming more receptive, which is why you have to realize and find out. Like, you have to have the awakening so that you can eliminate all of that baggage, because once you accept it, you just can move on. What happens is when you let it sit in your subconscious mind and you avoid it, it sits there and it functions in your day-to-day life without you realizing it. So like, you end up having trust issues and you're like, I don't know why I have trust issues, but it's because you avoid acknowledging where they stem from. You see what I'm saying? So stuff like that, right? But I love that you're becoming more receptive, leaning more into your intuition, becoming more flowy. It says you're magnetic when you soften, open your heart. Abundance arrives when you allow, not force. And ooh, this is amazing. This is amazing energy. So some of you, there is something specific about a feminine, whether you are the feminine, the person in question is the feminine. Okay, there's a sacred feminine becoming light, quite literally. So some of you, this is you, right? Others of you have a love interest coming in, and this is them. Regardless, everything that's coming to you is all things that are just going to naturally flow to you. That's why I don't want you to be overwhelmed about your messages, because none of you are going to be looking for any of the messages that you're getting. I don't care what you're looking for. A lot of y'all are looking for jobs and things like that. This is a pile that, like, let's say the job I just mentioned, right? Those of y'all looking for jobs, the job that you end up with is going to be one you weren't looking for. It's just going to land in your lap. Not saying you're not going to have to do anything regarding it, but you'll just be at the right place, right time, put the right application in at the right time. A random role that like literally looks like somebody tailored your resume to it will surface or something like that. When it comes to love, it's already available. Like, it's already available, and there's a person that's literally aligned with the version of you that you're becoming, that's always been available to you. I mean, or at least has been for at least a few months, based on what I'm seeing. All of the drama you're going to hear about other people, you're going to be so far removed from it that if you're messy and like to kiki and gossip, that is just literally going to be gossip to you. It's not going to impact you in any way, right? If anything, you just get to be like, haha, karma, if that makes sense. That's all of the drama I see on the table. I don't see any confusion that will affect you beyond you having to grieve either the old you or relationships. Like, that's the furthest it will go for you. I know this is a nervous pile, and I don't want to like feed that. That's why I'm being so long-winded with my explanations, because I don't want anyone to worry that anything wrong is going to happen. Like, nothing wrong is going to happen to you. Okay? All right. As long as you don't like lean into the unhealthy connections. Obviously, I can't control that part, but like just the realizing and the grieving of the relationships, that's totally different. Okay? What did I say, right? The throne of comfort. It says worthiness, stillness, and more receiving energy. You don't need to chase to be worthy, right? You don't need to chase to be worthy. Abundance arrives when you allow, not force, okay? And here it says abundance arrives when you acknowledge and embrace your worth. Self-worth, self-value, self-love. People that have self-love, self-worth, self-value, they clock those red flags on other people. Not saying other people are bad people inherently, but don't allow people to move funny with you, right? Because what happens is, if you go for that, people are willing to let you go for whatever you'll go for them doing, right? But when you have boundaries and self-respect, then your no is a no and your yes is a yes. You can sit in comfort knowing that everyone around you, or knowing that at least most people around you, are not going to negatively do that. And I'm not saying you can control other people. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying if you avoid and ignore red flags, that's the issue. Okay? But yeah, you'll be able to be comfortable. You are comfortable. I mean, I love what I see here. I love what I see here. Watch it more than once. If you have questions, you can put them in the comments. Okay, like, it's fine. But I'm going to close you out and move along to pile number 2. All right, pile number 2, my red velvet mini cake. I started your pile and I'm not even ready. I'm not even gonna lie. So now I gotta find your thumbnail again because I was looking at something else. Here we go. All right, my mini red velvet cake. Who wants to talk to you? Will they reach out with incoming messages you need to be on standby for? All right, and I reset. This is a pile. You got a lot of attention coming your way. You might already start feeling it. Like there's just so much attention. I got the athlete card. So those of you that are very athletic, like if you're in sports, if you have hobbies, if that's your profession, you work in those industries, or even if you are just on a fitness journey, things like that, you're going to have a lot of attention regarding that, whether it's the results, whether it's the performance, whether you're just looking good, whatever the context is, lots of attention. So great work. I love to see it. Let me see what's going on here with this red velvet cake. Because like I said, it's more of a not even being ready and just having to go, which that is the context of that card, right? And I did it real time of like, oh no, I'm not quite ready. I just started on a whim without having it together and having to figure it out as I go. I have the maturing energy of Virgo, which we will be stepping into Virgo season soon. For those of you real time, shout out to the Virgos. But by that point, okay, so just real time, okay? Don't overreact if this is not real time for you. You'll see what I'm talking about. At least, like you all have already started experiencing this attention by the end of Virgo season. All right, like you'll already start looking good, feeling good, getting compliments, getting praise for your performance, how good you're doing already by the end of Virgo season. Okay, now Virgo in a maturing energy is the mastery of that. Now I always read that positioning of the card falling like that as a maturing energy of like it's happened already, you're beyond it. But I'm specifically using the word mastery, and that feels important of like you'll find out that you've mastered something, you will have mastered something, or maybe a master will connect with you, and that's one of the people. The reason why is Virgo rules the sixth house. That's attention to detail. That's your daily routine. That's your regimen. It absolutely is health and wellness. Absolutely everything associated with health and wellness. The mundane things that keep you going. Your physical body, your longevity. It's where you do the work that makes you money. It's the way you do the work that helps your career propel, right? Like that's basically the context of that energy. So those are going to be the messages. Those are the people that want to talk to you. And we're going to see why. We're going to see more context about what's going on. I got Leo. So yes, middle to end of summer. Those of you real time, absolutely a thing. Okay. Like right now, these messages are pending, coming through. Some of you have Virgo, Leo placements. Others of you, that could be someone of note hitting the table, okay? Could be two people. But I'm going to take it this way. Those of you finding me in a timeless sense right now, this month, okay? Because I'm in August filming this, and August is the month where we transition from Leo to Virgo season. So this month, those of you real time, those of you timeless, real time, the messages are applicable, okay? But Leo rules that attention, it rules the popularity, it rules the happiness, the joy, the pleasure. A lot of you got messages coming in. Someone that really enjoys health, wellness, fitness, maybe someone that's very athletic, likes sports for entertainment's sake. When we take what these mean, right? We take the meaning of that. Others of you are going to find a new routine, a regimen. Like you have that coming in, like an offer for it, or like you'll discover it. Someone will mention it to you, where you find a really health, wellness-based regimen that really works for you, that you're really excited about, that's really fun. Like it feels like hobby, activity-based. All in all, I like that this is an outside pile. It's very organized. It's very outside. It's fun. It's entertainment. It's health and wellness. Like it feels like participating in a bunch of different things, or at least one main thing that gets you going and keeps you active. So let me see where we're going with this for my pile number 2. Who wants to talk to my pile number 2? And again, I could be describing a person where this is not your emotion on the table. Tell me more. See, look at all this competition. There's a lot of competition. for better, for worse. So where are we going with this? Tell me more. I got the Ace of Cups. Okay, a lot of y'all, some of y'all have a lot of romantic options. Good for you. You know what? I read past, present, incoming. Any of you that are actively leaning into tightening up health, wellness space now, whether it's real time in the season I'm in, or if you recently did, or you're starting to, like, the message is coming in. You're gonna have a lot of people fighting for your attention romantically. Like, it's a lot of crushes. You must be looking good or about to start looking better, right? So where are we going with this? Yeah, I got the Fool, which is from scratch. You got a lot of brand new people interested in connecting with you. I like it. It feels like opportunities, but it's more friends, it's more work. What I like is I'm seeing a lot of lifestyle based energy. So like, these are new people. Some of you are just joining new communities, new groups in general, where you're matching with people, and not just romantically, but you're matching with people that live like you want to live, whether it's just your routine, when you're going to go prioritize health and wellness, fitness, like the way you like to eat, the things you like to do for fun. Like, it just feels like being really compatible with the people and the places, spaces you're regularly at. So shout out to y'all if you just start a new job, about to start a new job, you just start a new hobby, like all the things I've listed, because you're really going to mesh well with the people there. Like, they are much like you. Okay, they like to do the things you like to do and things like that. So what is all of this? Tell me more. The Four of Swords, letter F is a thing. Could be any of the nouns: person, place, thing. So whatever the hobbies, day-to-day routine, health, wellness, fitness, activity, sports, whatever the things are, you're starting to look really comfortable. Like there's someone that wants to talk to you about either making things more comfortable or wanting to acknowledge how comfortable you look in the best way. Okay, so regardless of which it is, the outcome is the same as congratulating you for how comfortable you look, or trying to fix something to where you are more comfortable and like make things easier for you. Okay, so at the bottom I have the Temperance, which, yeah, that is the alchemy of ease. Okay, it absolutely is. So I mean, it's a really, so to say the energy and all themes that hit the table would be very loud themes. It's a very quiet pile. Okay, as far as like the energy, despite having the Five of Wands and it being competition. So tell me more. Yeah, we got Alien of, and it says unique, misunderstood, unknowns, mystery, and intriguing. So some of you might just have a little bit of a mysterious energy and people want to talk to you, feel you out, just to see where your head is in general. So let me see what else I can get. Tell me more about my mini red velvet cake, please. Also, I was supposed to mention, so when I made the thumbnail earlier, there were at least 2 images that were funny, as in particular about like the positioning, and I kept getting weird like glitches when I tried to move certain ones. And this one, I don't even know where I wanted to put the red velvet cake, if I'm being honest. Like, I didn't have a preference layout because I thought it would be fine pretty much anywhere, but it only wanted to be like in the 2 position. Like, it kept overlaying weird. So I'm like, you know what, fine, stay right there, just stay right there. And that's how it ended up being, how to. So it's very interesting that and the only reason I'm bringing it up is because I faintly remember, if I'm not mistaken, the red velvet energy doing that before, but it's been so long that I don't remember. I have balance, care, respect, reciprocate, grounded, and worth, and you are my world. Okay, we're talking about leaning into your place, your space. Where there is confusion and a lack of clarity regarding where you stand with someone, whether it's a professional connection, whether it is a friendship, whether it is love, You're going to get the context, the clarity that this person is actually like team you. Like they are team red velvet cake. Like they are a fan, like they're with you, they support you, they're very fond of you. Okay? We got red flags. And interesting. So I'm not going to make this the dominant energy of the pile, but we got the red flags and we have the addiction. You're going to get red flags about somebody that has some type of addiction, okay? But I feel like this misunderstood person is actually going to be the one that kind of lets you know. Some of you have a person that's going to show you some loyalty by like not necessarily being messy, but like letting you know like, hey, is some negative energy there with this person. Okay? I would leave that alone, or just let you know someone has not the best intentions towards you, whatever it is. You're going to realize you have a friend, or that someone is interested in you that you didn't think was, right? And it could be work related as well. It could be any of the things. Let me grab one more from this deck. Maturing energy of honey. So kind, caring, compassionate, loving, physical touch. I have some honey themed piles that may be a redirection for you. If you're called to any of the honey piles on the channel, go there. But what I like is that you got somebody that you may be misunderstanding somewhere around you. And you're going to find out this person is actually one of the sweetest people. That's very fond of you, whether I'm talking about professionally, whether I'm talking about as a friend, whether I'm talking about in terms of love, okay? Because we got old school, and especially those of you where I'm talking about love, we got vintage, chivalrous dates, courtship, and photos. Like this person is actually more traditional in their approach to love. That's probably why it's difficult for you to kind of realize. Like some of you probably think this person's not interested in you or doesn't like you, and it's because they're very traditional in their approach. So they're not going to be like out very passionate with somebody they don't know like that. Others of you, this person may just be really reserved and professional in nature, like the way they carry themselves. Like they carry themselves in a very mysterious, reserved way. And that's why you probably think this coworker doesn't like you or this boss just doesn't like you. That's just their demeanor, right? It doesn't mean that there's conflict. It just means they have a serious overlay, if that makes sense. But you'll get confirmation very soon and you'll see how fond they are of you. And it's going to make you feel really good and at ease. Like you'll be able to relax. You'll be comfortable. Things will be good. And I like it. So let me pull from these tea leaves, then I'll get that love deck and your advice. So tell me more about my pile number 2. There we go. I got a knot of unsuccessful plans, and I picked it up. So it fell in reverse, but I picked it up in a maturing sense. So this happened. It's happening already. There's something that's not going to work out. Okay, these plans are unsuccessful for a good reason. So you're gonna get news that you don't necessarily want. Okay, your plans will be unsuccessful. Here's why. What you want and what's gonna work out best for you is in a misalignment. Okay, because what you think you want is not what you actually want, because you're not seeing things clearly. There's a lot of confusion with the misunderstanding card. I mentioned groups and things like that, like all of those Virgo 6th house, Leo 5th house themes, anything connected to that, whether it's your work, whether it's your day-to-day hobby, just your routine, your health. Well, some of you are going to try or are trying to remove yourself from like a specific thing or place, relationship, person, and you're not going to be able to do that. It's not going to work out, but it's really for the best, most amazing thing, because your unsuccessful plans is going to help you see things are really in your favor, doing whatever the thing is we listed out in the categories. Okay, so let me see what we're doing with this. Yeah, because the unsuccessful plans is to stop you from mishandling your wealth. Okay, let me get one more. I wasn't done pulling, that's why I didn't keep that. Yeah, See, we got a period of frustration and lessons to be learned. It's like a funnel. Things are funneling down. So F's are definitely a thing. Things are funneling down in a way where you're gonna realize where you need development. If we're talking work, if we're talking fitness, because any activities, even hobbies, you're learning something new. You don't know anything about it. You're brand new from scratch. You're gonna learn those things. Okay. Something about April. Whatever happened in April or will be done by April is gonna be resolved. But all in all, the unsuccessful plans will have matured, and you will realize what the frustration was really all about. And I feel like you'll have learned those lessons, but I cannot confirm because it's really dependent on you and what you do, how disciplined you are in your routine, how you live day to day, how you lean into joy and pleasure. If you do those things, and as you lean into the offers and the messages to do those things, then it'll work. Because this is like a lot of the piles, both piles today had many overlays and many instances of messages, which makes sense because y'all are living lives, right? You're not going to have one message. You may have multiple messages that are meaningful for you. So what's this maturing energy? Got a rabbit in a casket. I don't like how that sounds. Too much concern with sexual matters, someone going out of your life, or the end of a situation. Maybe it's that red flag having person that has a lot of the person with the red flags, whether they're putting you in a hypersexual position or this is a hypersexual person. They're leaving your life for your highest good because it's not, you clearly don't know any better with lessons to be learned. It's not good to do. Like whatever the situation is, it's not going to benefit you. Okay, so there's something that happened in April or will happen in April, and that is to redirect your energy so that you're not being, because I don't care what y'all do. I promise I'm not preachy or judgmental, but the cards here are saying like you're going to get messages regarding why something did not work out possibly in April or isn't going to work out by April, because there's a theme of hypersexual energy and that needing to end, especially since we have the house ruling health and wellness on the table. So I would lean into that. Y'all be conscious of y'all's health. I have affairs with your family, with the tree. Okay. Some of you are gonna get messages that have you stop operating in a hypersexual way, at least temporarily. Like some of you are gonna be celibate for a while, and you're gonna lean into your family. Like that's the message that's the messages you're gonna get, whether it's literal, like a literal you getting a message that that's something you need to do, or if it's like something happens, like the message happens and it puts you in that mentality. You see what I'm saying? And that's just for those of you that are operating that way. Others of you, there's somebody with a hypersexual energy that wants to talk to you apparently, and they're going to be out of your life by April, or they left your life in April. Okay? Like it's not going to work out with them. It didn't work out with them for good reason. Especially if I'm talking about somebody that you left alone or that left you alone and then you got closer to your family. Had to go like that. I have many indicators that says that that person was a threat to your health. I'm not like just being funny. That's why, even though I'm not judgmental about the way y'all live y'all's lives, I always say when y'all are being safe, you can do whatever you want, especially if you're single. But there's a theme of safety on the table when we talk about sexual health. All right. So y'all be safe out here for real. Think about who you're dealing with. Know who you're dealing with. Okay. Always protect yourself. Okay. So let me see what we got on the table. I have the love deck, money and finances, secrets. Okay. So money is among the top 5 things that complicates. Okay, I don't know where I got complicates that couples fight over. or individuals stress about unresolved sexual. I'm telling you, financial, sexual matter. Y'all better stay away from hypersexual people if that energy is not you. If that energy is you, it's time to go into a dry spell, because there's something not right, okay? But we have secrets. So there's something secrets about money and finances, yin and yang. In general, you're going to get messages regarding secrets about money, okay? And it doesn't matter for better for worse. Like the context does not matter, because yin and yang closing that out says that it's going to be balanced out, right? Yin and yang, push, pull. Any secrets about money where you're old or anything like that, it's got to balance out, okay? Know that. Now, there's a red flag romantic energy here that is in the way. The red flag has to go, or it left. Let it stay gone. Don't let it come back. This person probably wants to come back, wants to connect with you again or deeper. Leave them where they're at. Let me tell you why. Where we're talking historical, it's gonna block this yin and yang love. You got opportunity for something healthier, more stable, right? Those of you that want something more traditional, right? More monogamous, that person's coming in or available and leaning back into whatever that is, that was that dangerous person. I'm going to call them dangerous because they came out with addiction, red flag. And then we got too much concern with sexual matters and like the casket, which I'm not going to take it literally, even though that's not my place to even look. We don't have time for that. Them leaving your life, though, is very important, because they got money troubles or secrets regarding money, or maybe the sexual energy is connected to the money. And I don't judge anybody, but the worry and the concern with what's on the table is less about the labels of like the sexual energy or the financial energy, and more about the lack of safety, okay, associated with what's coming through. And I keep hinting because I don't want to go into full context, because I don't want to flag this video, but leave that alone, okay? And those of you where this isn't historical, where it's present, it's active, and you just don't realize because you can't see, someone letting you know. That's the message coming in, is someone letting you know so that you can step away from that. Let that person go if they want to flee on their own, or just whatever it is. Like there's someone around romantically or interested in you romantically, because we have competition. Like I said, it feels like some of you are like looking good, feeling good, glowing up, whatever the thing is. You got options romantically to be settling for things that may be a danger to your health, okay? So when the danger to your health reveals itself, and any other red flags, pay attention to the messages. That's the whole point of the reading, is to prepare you to be receptive to the messages, okay? Especially those of you, you don't even realize somebody might have secrets, like they may have money troubles and they don't even realize. Like they have, and you don't even realize, okay? Exactly. So let me get this advice. You got really great romantic options. You got really great friendships, all of the things. I don't want y'all to overlook where you'll be told to leave something alone. So what advice do I have for this red velvet cake? What other advice? Incoming energy. Song of the Caged Heart. Limitation, freedom, and hope. It says, even in confinement, your soul sings. Let the vibration of love unlock the cage, holding your abundance back. Y'all got poor taste in people, okay? First light is here. Awakening, renewal, and action. It says morning always comes, even after the longest night. Take the first step. Momentum will meet you. Okay, there we go. Two sides of you. Some of y'all shut it down and locked in. Okay, I just don't want y'all to feel like y'all got lost in the whole people that need to do that, because it's always a polarity. Those of you where you locked it down, you shut it down, stay like that. I'm not saying you got to stay celibate if you did that. Like if you took a break, you're just to yourself, you focus on your health, your wellness, your fitness, performance, whatever, your actual work, your job, things like that. That's all you've been worried about, that and your family. Good for you. You don't have to stay like that. What you have to do is keep all of the negative influences where they are, right? If you stepped into a new, healthier era, remember I mentioned you got a lot of messages, you got a lot of opportunities for friends, collaboration and connection. Those chaotic old people, leave them where they're at, okay? Some of you may be, like, I don't know why it feels like this video is going to really be popular during a Mercury retrograde. A lot of y'all are going to be coming back for that. Because I'm not in one right now. But like, it feels like people circling back. Maybe it's because you're starting to look good. Maybe it's because you're starting to make money now, or more money, or whatever it is. Leave it back there when you step out. Don't step into a hypersexual energy if you used to have that. Don't lean into people that have that. Don't lean into people with the money problems. Don't lean into the people with the addictions. Like, stay away from that, okay? Then those of you that I'm describing you in the chaos, and I'm not judging you, you're going to get messages that let you know you need to lock in. So you're probably about to step into the era that the other side is stepping out of like, pull yourself in, okay? And recalibrate how you're operating, because it's not good, okay? Because what happens is, if I took one overlay of message from those of you that are living in that confusion, it's a whole theme of you better chill. I care how you end up. You better chill, okay? Or leave that person that doesn't know how to chill alone. You get what I'm saying? That would be the most negative thing. And I always want y'all to hear the most negative thing, not to fearmonger, but in a pile that has a lot of good, like I led with, like y'all are looking good, y'all are feeling good if you're doing everything right. It's easy to act like you don't have to be accountable in other areas to keep the lighter side flowing through. Because if I tell you the good stuff and you're like, yeah, everything good is coming, let me start doing everything I feel like doing versus what I'm supposed to be doing. Some of you are like that. Now you've thrown off the reading, because the reading was based on the trajectory you were on. And in your mind, some of you operate on fear. So if you're nervous, you do what you're supposed to do. But if you're like, yeah, she says it's going to be good, but you didn't do anything to make it good. You see what I'm saying? So just keep all of that in mind. Some of you are also going to be the cardinal. I don't know where. It's many of them. So just find the one that resonates for you. But just listen to the things that I said, and think about the people that would be having these conversations with you, and think about the people that I'm labeling, right? Especially on the shadow side. So all of that's there, and I'm going to close you out. Moving along to pile number 3. All right, pile number 3, my Dulce de Leche pile. Actually, cheesecake piles. Cheesecake. So it's a Dulce de Leche cheesecake. And we're going to see who wants to talk to you. Will they reach out? Any incoming messages you should be on standby for. Now, I'm just going to congratulate this pile on whatever promotion, raise, new job, whatever you got, because I got the wealth card. And then I also had some other really favorable indicators. I have an exciting event here. So like, it's this whole celebratory thing of you're going to be feeling good. You're definitely one of the piles from the intro where I kept getting that joy card. So let me see what we got going on here. Tell me who wants to talk to me. Pile number 3. Will they reach out? Oh, I had the card of I choose them or something like that. And it's usually a really shadow card, but I got it with wealth and everything. It's like, it feels like you're going to be chosen as the high priority option in some situation, and it's going to lead to wealth for you. Okay. So something new starting, right? The initiation of something. So, we're talking about the beginnings of seasons, but we're also talking about a very innovative energy. So let me see what's at the bottom real quick before I keep going. We've got water. Okay. Some type of idea you have or thing you acted on. Like there's something you just took the initiative and did, something you just, even if it was brand new from scratch, even if it's something you've been thinking about doing for a while, you just finally did it. It's starting to gain motion. Okay. It's starting to flow. It's starting to move, whether I'm talking about an application of some form, whether I'm talking about something you're creating or building, but I'm talking about this spark is starting to make waves, okay? A spark making waves. I've never read this combination like that before, but that's the theme. And I'm seeing 222. So I'm 2 minutes and 22 seconds into your pile as I clarify that message. So something's gaining motion. So tell me more about this vanilla cheesecake. What are we doing here? What's the messages? What's coming through? Knight of Wands absolutely talks about making an action. If you took the initiative, if you did something impulsive, if you acted on instinct in any way, I'm not talking about a risk or a gamble. I'm talking about you just acted on impulse, instinct, not impulse. Impulse is the wrong word. Instinct is the best word, right? Because instinct feels right. So you move on instinct and then boom, things start flowing. Okay. Now, this is the context of the message. Like somebody may tell you literally to do that or that they did that, and this is how it's going to affect you. Others of you, you're going to get news that inspires you to do this on your own, or the news will be a result of you doing this, like I mentioned. So there's a variety of ways that could ground. I also have someone with a lot of knowledge, really smart, wanting to connect with you romantically. I'll say it like that. And it's not that I don't want to read that, it's that I wasn't ready, and I'm going to pull more cards. And I do have a love deck, so we'll figure out what's going on with your love life and what you need to know about that. Tell me more about who wants to talk to me. Pile 3. Need to reach out. Okay, that's a maturing energy. I got a King of Cups. Knight of... Okay, so there's a lot of motion. There's a lot of moving pieces here. So 4 Cups is like disengaged. It's being disengaged, and it's a lot of times associated with rejection. And so with it being in a maturing sense, it almost feels like you're going to get a lot of confirmations of like, okay, this rejection happened and now it's time to move. Okay, so like that's not even the loudest one, but I want to get that one out of the way so it's not out of context with the others. Okay, so the rejection happened, it's time to move. Also, maturing energy feels like an era of rejection ending, whether I'm talking about in love, whether I'm talking about just anything you need to be acting on, everything you would be moving on, anything you're trying to get off the ground. This is the end of the era of rejection. So you're going to start seeing a shift from rejections to approvals, or rejections to a core approval. A lot of negative experiences in love, I guess. And then you're going to find that one person that makes sense based on this instinct, based on this activity, okay? Because the Knights are still fiery. Kings are also fiery, okay? The Knight of Swords takes that impulse and instinct from the Knight of Wands and provides it strategy, okay? So whether we're talking about someone giving that to you, you giving that to someone else, like that's a collaboration happening. All I know is that the disengaged energy goes away due to this combination. Okay, like it's out the door, it no longer exists, because this actually is the opposite of these two energies. These two Knights moving, they gotta move, they don't really have a choice. They're actually not wired to be idle like this 4 of Cups. Honestly, the same story is playing out on the two ends, where we have the cardinal energy of that spark and that motion, right? The first signs of the zodiac, the first sign of the zodiac, but the first signs of each season, right? Motion, moving waters, okay? That's what I see. Things moving, where they were once still, stagnant, disengaged, or seemingly disengaged, okay? Because even with love, I'm telling you, someone here may seem disinterested, disengaged, and you're going to find out. That doesn't mean think you know who I'm talking about. That doesn't mean go out and look for this person, because every action you take in this pile will be a result. Let me rephrase that. If you have not already taken an instinctual action in some area of life, I'll lean into romance because I don't want y'all chasing people that y'all don't need to be chasing, right? If you have not already done it at the point of this reading, do not do it until you get the message. That's the difference. That's the nuances. The messages coming in as a result of your instinctual actions are happening already, because the premise of instinct means you did it from instinct, not from somebody telling you to do it. You get what I'm saying? You knowing to do it without instinct removes it from qualifying in this reading. Okay? So now if you're in a position of getting this reading and I'm saying things you did on instinct, you're going to start seeing motion messages regarding them. That's in the past. Okay? Which means that any messages that you are going to initiate at this point are going to come prior, like the messages are going to come first. You're going to move from the messages. Because I could be talking about other people moving instinctually towards you, right? So keep that context in mind, okay? And this is my second pile today where we have the call card of messages coming through directly. So yes, you got directly messages. I don't know why I'm saying directly. People are going to contact you directly, but I'm assuming some of y'all are going to get direct messages on social media as well. Since that's a thing, ooh, congratulations on the new job. Congratulations on the promotion. Congratulations on your newfound wealth. Is that card still there? No, it's not there. I was looking for it, but it's fine. Congratulations. Hey, I mentioned social media. I got the athlete card here. There's a lot of motion. It's a lot of motion. Okay, I'm going to take all of this because it's on topic. You're going to get, some of you may get messages on like social media regarding your career. So like I know people message each other on LinkedIn and all of that, on Instagram and all of that regarding like opportunities. So shout out to y'all. Congratulations. It's going to work out. I love it. So, and the wealth card came out. Okay. The wealth card did in fact come out. And wealth can be many areas of life. Now, I see, this is that contract in that business deal. This is a contract for that money I'm talking about. But what I like to see here is that the commitment card here is an engagement, a wedding. Some of you are going to connect with someone romantically, like someone, these are impulsive, active energies, both of these nights. Some of you have like a romantic, someone that's pursuing you romantically, or someone that you are impulsively, I say impulsive because it's funny, instinctively pursuing, that it's going to work out really well, might end up in marriage, long-term at a minimum, but it definitely ties into the career of like going out and getting opportunities. And again, this is a pile of the instinct happens before this reading where you act. Anything after this reading is instinctually coming towards you, or a message that puts you in a position of instinct. The message comes first. So an example for job would be, okay, prior to this, you were just instinctively, I don't know, messaging people, whatever, okay? Here, you do not do that. You don't randomly message somebody to see if they're hiring or whatever the thing is. Here, you see a job listing, or a mutual messages you, right? Or someone posts something. You see what I'm saying? That's the context. But social media is definitely going to be a thing in love and money for this specific pile. So shout out to y'all. I love it. I love to see it. At the bottom, I have health, healthy eating habits, nurse, doctor, exercise, medical school. It could be in context of that, right? That may be relevant. Okay, it could be any industry. It could be regarding social media. It could be regarding sports. It could be regarding health. All of those areas could be like career opportunities, or that could be career opportunities aligned with the people I'm talking about. So like, for example, if this only resonates for like love, then maybe I'm describing like the partner, the industries they work in, and things like that. You see what I'm saying? So let me keep pulling. Where are we going with this? That parrot jumped out and back in. Okay. And the reason why it wanted me to see the parrot and to send you there, for those of you where I have them in membership. So if you're channel member, go to the parrots and memberships because you have access. If you don't, I know I have at least one, maybe 2 or 3 that are on the public side where they're called to you, where it's a symbol for you, where it makes sense. All right. Someone will gossip about you, jumped out, jumped in. If you hear gossip about yourself, it's completely a non-factor. Doesn't matter, doesn't affect you in any way. Okay. Some of you, there's someone that will try to gossip about you. The person they will be talking to about you will shut it down. Others of you, or there's also instances of somebody thinking about gossiping about you, possibly telling your business, something like that, but they're going to immediately just feel in their mind like, I shouldn't do that. Okay. All in all, you don't have to worry about it. Why is this back? You got a two-faced friend that's overly concerned with sexual matters. Who's that? Control your anger or you will be so, okay, it's somebody, yeah, that person's mad. Somebody, okay, so a person is going to try to gossip about you or want to gossip about you. I don't think that they will. Even if they do, there's 3 options, right? Where they think about it and they realize that's really impulsive. It may backfire on them. It's where, they try to talk about you and the person shuts it down completely, or they say whatever they have to say and the people that hear it or even entertain it don't matter and it doesn't affect you at all. Okay, but we have too much concern about sexual matters, whether that's what they would say about you or if it's true, I don't know, or if it's them. Because we have control your anger or you'll be sorry, too much concern with sexual matters, and a two-faced friend. So just be you know what I mean? Just keep in mind, I can't control everything, right? You can't control everything. So there's people, it's sounding like jealousy because I can see this money on the table. If I'm being honest, it sounds like jealousy. I don't know what else to tell you. So, and I got it off my table because I don't feel like, it's too petty. It's slightly too petty for me today. And I'm trying to roll with these piles. So give me more context on who wants to talk to them and what's going on. Okay, incoming energy. Beware of greed of the pig. Okay, so greedy, jealousy, envy, gluttony, all the things. Okay. There's a very gluttonous person, a very greedy, very selfish person that hit the table that wants to talk to or about you, right? So you're either going to hear from this person because they're greedy and they probably want to, it looks like you're doing good or about to be doing good. So they want to like profit from your success in some way. Or they're just jealous and don't want to see you happy and successful in any way. It's like that sometimes. Where else are we going with this? See, position of authority. We have a throne. Let me get one more. March is going to be a thing. Lily of the Valley is a thing. Maybe go to the March Secret Admirer readings. Go to the Lily of the Valley. I can't remember if it's the same month. Okay. I can't remember if it's the same month, but go to the Lily. It's all organized. Okay. So if you go to Secret Admirer playlist, you can see the Lily of the Valley in there, and then you can see the March Secret Admirer readings. And then see if any of them call you, whether it's this flower or another one. Because I have a dog close up, which is pleasure with a close friend here. And it looks like so I'm going to be honest with you. The negativity, even though I promise, it's like if someone gossips about you, it won't matter. If someone tries to gossip about you to the wrong person, they're going to shut it down, or they're going to realize, I probably should just shut up, right? Because it's all fueled in jealousy. Some of you got a good friend, right? Like a close friend that this person or more than one is specifically is jealous about. And I don't think the close friend is platonic. Let me tell you why. So the vibe I'm getting, and y'all know where I'm like from. The people out here, once you reach a certain age, when it's a romantic thing, they they don't say like my lover, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. They say, oh, that's my close friend. You see what I'm saying? And I'm getting a strong friend, hint hint, vibe. So it's like, and I know younger people do it as well, because when the lines are blurred, and if you're dating someone early and you're getting to know somebody, you're not really claiming them as like your partner yet, because you don't know them like that. So you're just like, oh no, that's my close friend, or that's my good friend I'm getting to know. It feels like in you getting to know somebody like that, whether you are now or I'm like foreshadowing one of the messages leads to this, because I think I mentioned that you had a lot to talk about. The jealousy is coming through from that close, like your dealings with that close friend, because it looks like you're in an era of life where everything is just going right for you. Because this is the pile where it's like, okay, boom, you just got promoted, you met somebody nice, or you just got a new job, big promotion, amazing job, dream job. Because I'll take social media and athletes sitting with that career card as like, you got a dream job, you got a job like people are looking to manifest. You see what I'm saying? So like, you're doing really good in life, and that does bring in jealousy. So one of the core messages that you just need to learn how to handle, because remember the whole getting mad for no reason, you can't control other people. And why do you care about people that are jealous of you, that are in a position of being jealous of you? Why do what they say matter? Okay. Onyx is like, sit down and shut up. I'm talking to you and them. Like, don't let people negatively, like, don't let people throw you off that don't matter, right? So just keep that in mind, because I can see that throwing you off, because it's too emphasized in your reading. Where I want to focus on the secret admirer, that's either in the March reading, the Fleur de Lis, Lord. You know where I'm from. That's why I'm saying that. Lily of the Valley, Lord. Y'all know where I'm from. That slip of the tongue was not, maybe it was, I don't think it's a redirection. It's just me being native to where I'm at. So Lily of the Valley, March is a thing, because y'all are like, I feel like whatever the wealth situation is setting you up as an authority. Okay. You just don't start acting all important, because that's probably why you got the jealousy. Because everything's not black and white. Okay. It's very easy when everything is going right for you to start acting all important for no reason. I'm not judging anyone. I'm just saying, don't start acting all important and like you're better than people, because that could be the greed too. It's like, now you acting better than people. And especially if you had people that didn't really care for you and before, now they really don't like you now, right? Because you just acting all important, and that makes you a target. So don't put yourself in an unnecessary position. So somebody might literally sit you down and be like, hey, stop acting so important. Okay. Everything else is good. Everything else is great. So let me see. I got 2 more decks before your advice. What else is coming through these tea leaves? Okay, so I will take this as a reversal as it came out. There's a mule. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Okay, so you'll get messages about somebody that's changing, evolving as a person. Good for them. You'll get messages of where changing and evolving as a person has benefited you, whether I'm talking about talent, skill, certification, whatever the elevation is, right? It's benefited you, or you'll be shown the way of how it's going to benefit you. Oh, I got another month. So this one is incoming. May. Letter M is a thing. Look at you. So March to May. Okay, there's something about May. When May comes, okay, I'm gonna throw out a wild prediction to freak y'all out. If I don't know when y'all are gonna find this, or make a note. Some of y'all like to clock me. Next year, like my grandmother and them say, Lord spare, next year in May, there will be a reading, specifically possibly a secret admirer one, or maybe even this topic that connects to this one. I'll say it like that. That connects to this one. Okay. By May, you're really going to see something take off. Maybe it's this relationship, maybe it's that job. I'm not saying you're going to wait that long for the messages to come through. I'm saying there's going to be a new spark of some nature by May, because it's incoming. Okay. I got a reversal of a target, like a target that's not hit. Anything that doesn't land now or didn't land in March will land by May. May is when it's really, really, really loud. We're talking about a new home and a new attitude. Told you stop acting important. So May, a new home and a new attitude. Now, a new home could be quite literal house because y'all got a new job, making all this money, able to buy a nicer home, get a new place to live. The new home, the new attitude could simply be not even career based. It could be this commitment, like you moving into a new home with a partner, right? You could be relocating for work for an authority role, which happened in May. There's something that this is going to connect to something in upcoming May that's on the channel. Okay. I'm leaning secret admirer. Maybe it's a career reading. I don't know what I'm doing in May. I will not remember this in May. So y'all write it down and let me know what I'm talking about. I have spiritual guidance, protection from harm, and just y'all can always see the time the dates on the description box, but I'm in 2026. It's August. So something miraculous and angelic is going to happen by May. I don't know what I'm talking about. It could be where all of this is like finalized, but you're definitely going to get messages before then, because cardinal energy is the beginning of seasons. And I'm in the middle of summer, so maybe beginning of fall, because that's what's next for those of you real time. And then obviously the next beginning of the season for you. So if you might be beginning of winter, beginning of spring, right? Beginning of summer. All of this talks about beginning of seasons as well. Those months are relevant as well. So let me pull this love message. You're going to feel so divinely supported. I know that much. I love it. The soulmate, though, is like going to be like a mirrored soul to you. M's are definitely a thing, especially the months starting with the letter M. You even got the mule, okay? So it's a lot of that here. All of the nouns. I tell you all the time. Person, place, thing, stuff. But this person is going to feel like an angel. It's going to feel very much like you. You're going to mirror in every way that matters. Okay? In the best way. So where are we going with this? Tell me more about love. The love messages. Yeah, they coming in hot, huh? You're either going to meet like something's going to happen. Like if you're the type that pursues, you're going to like feel very, very inspired to pursue this person. And like I said, now it's something about there's some news or a message that's going to put you in that action if you haven't already done that. Where you pursue, where you don't, this person's going to come in. Okay, whoever that is, they're probably in the March reading, because real time, March and Lily of the Valley is the loud energy. It's just that incoming by May. Come back and let me know what I was talking about, what surfaced in May, what I posted in May that's connecting. Okay. Some of you, I may actually, I say that because the only reason why it's top of mind is because y'all like the other one so much that I'm doing it next. Maybe in May, the wedding reading. Maybe I'll do a wedding reading in May. I have no idea what I'm doing in May. I'm just throwing stuff out there. We got a love letter. Okay. This person's very romantic. And them seeing you as like a mirrored soul to them, they will pursue, and like they will be very poetic in how they pursue, right? They'll be very communicative, very expressive. The messages, maybe it starts on social media since we have that card, and it's a lot of communication there, and their words are very beautiful, very nice. You like the vibe, you like how they're interacting with you, and then it just takes off from there. Okay, let me get your advice and close you out. What advice do I have for my pile 3? All kinds of stuff. Okay, clear vision. You see things clearly. I do think that if there is a person that is top of mind, okay, you see them clearly, I guess. I don't want to say it like that. Let me go back. Forget I said that. Everything on the table, every message on the table is clear. It's nothing to decipher. So, for example, someone connecting with you on social media, it's very clear. They're literally sending you words that would be like a love letter. They're talking to you. They're clear in their intentions. With the job, they're very clear in what they want. There's no weird stipulations. Like, it's not all this foggy, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, you know how sometimes jobs are really ambiguous about qualifications and like bonuses. Like it's up in the air. It's none of this up in the air. So lean into what's clear, because this is a pile of, you don't necessarily need to act if you haven't acted already. Your messages will come and give you the clarity of what you need to do. Okay? Held in love. Look at that angelic love connection where, hey, okay, there you go. You have loyalty returns. Dogs are a thing. Someone may have a dog. Dogs may be just a symbol of some form, but we have this loyalty energy just in general. So I'll tell you this, whatever partnership, commitment, and it feels like a lot of you, it's 2 areas of life. It's in your career, business realm, as well as love, romantic. You can be loyal, because you will feel the most loyal energy around you you've ever had. Everything will be clear for the first time in a long time, because the romantic love is the most loyal love you even thought possible. Okay, you're going to get messages and confirmation of this. And maybe it's because somebody tries to gossip to your partner, and the partner shuts it down in a way that you like, oh, it's early and you trust me like that. It's also where you get clarity, context with a job or a business partner where they buy in. They're like, no, I'm going to invest in you. I'm going to invest in our partnership. And this is where I see us headed, and you feeling very wealthy as a result, right? So I'm going to close you out, moving along to pile number 4. All right, pile number 4, my mini Dragonfruit Macaron Cake. We're going to take a look at who wants to talk to you. Will they reach out? Any incoming messages you need to be on standby for. And this is another congratulatory pile. So congratulations. Yours is different, but it's still equally as happy. It feels like you're just going to get messages of where things just are aligned for you, things just being very easy, things just working out in your favor. Like, this is the group of, like, you're going to get messages of things just working out in your favor. It just feels like a very lucky era. It feels like the type of, like, I don't know what types of transits are happening around you regarding your natal chart, but it feels like those eras where it's like, yeah, go get you a lottery ticket, shoot your shot at that crush. It feels like go ahead and apply for that job. I mean, I always encourage y'all to do certain things that it's not going to hurt you if you do it anyway, but it's like, nah, really, really lock in and look for something new, because like it might actually make sense for you, because like you have a high probability of landing something because of how the transits are for you. So if you've been like feeling inspired to do certain things, feeling a little luckier than usual, that's going to keep building. Okay, it's not gonna slow down in the near future. Now, I don't know the exact dates or anything like that, but I just know I'm confirming that if you've already started sensing that, that's not a today only instance. That's not a this week only instance. It feels like at least a couple months, a window of at least a couple of months. So we have house 1, individuality, self-image, approach to life. You probably have a first house transit, like something in your first house, whatever planet that is aspecting your first house or your ascendant, depending on what it is. You might be sitting here for the next however many years, because a lot of outer planets move. So if you got outer planets moving, I'm trying to think. So like, we can look real quick. So house 1 would be Uranus and Gemini now. So like if Uranus is in your first house, like if you're Gemini rising, big deal. If you are an Aries rising, Saturn is there in retrograde right now. And I'm just giving you my real-time transits. A lot of these will still apply for months and even years. Like Uranus is going to be there for years. Neptune is in Aries. It's going to be there for years. Pluto is in Aquarius. It's going to be there for years. The North Node is in Aquarius. South Node in Leo. for the next like 18 months. You see what I'm saying? So like if you find me in a year, a lot of what I'm saying still applies. So you just kind of woke up one day and everything just start to feel different. I'm not saying that it's going to permanently feel different for all these years, but there's a window where the transits cohesively match in a way where you can maximize this energy you have. Okay. And I say that because a lot of you in this pile, the opportunities, will fall into your lap, but anything that you want actively, I would lean into like locking in with it, because your chances for success are slightly higher right now. Okay. Especially my Leo risings. Especially my Leo risings, which makes sense because Jupiter is in Leo, as is the South Node. So Jupiter expands everything. It is the planet of luck. So that y'all might be getting that boost for however long Jupiter is there. So take advantage of it. Now, those of you that aren't these specific placements I'm labeling, know that Leo in the first house is someone that's very vibrant, very personable, right? High energy, right? Very likable, very attractive to people by nature of like looking, feeling, friendly, right? Things like that. So that could be someone specific that's like that, like kind of the type of person that's very well liked and popular that wants to talk to you. Or if you're like that, this is going to be the context of the messages. So, or the fuel for the messages. I got the 6 of Cups. Okay, when we talk about past energy, it is South Node and Leo energy. So why is that here? We got balancing things out, juggling things, a lot of moving pieces. Okay, I'll take them both. We got an incoming message for sure of, okay, somebody here that's very single, very independent. I'm not saying it's romantic. I'm just identifying the person. As a person that historically has had a lot of moving pieces. You've known them to be single, independent to themselves. Okay. They very much want to talk to you. I don't know the context yet, but we'll see. I have the Strength, which is ruled by Leo. This person likely has Leo placements. Okay. Very dominant aura. Very bright aura. They attract a lot of attention without having to try. They're very personable. People like them a lot. It's the type of person that the reason why they attract attention without having to is because they just naturally have the personality that people like act real extra about. Like, you know how there are people that want to be popular, so they start acting extra. This person is naturally a personality type that is popular. So people do too much trying to emulate them. Okay. Like this would be the group. If this person isn't really personable and outgoing, then they probably come across as very nonchalant and put together and disinterested. That's not a front. That's their personality. But other people start trying to act all unbothered, emulating them, and it comes across as try hard. This person feels very natural in everything that they do. Okay. All right. So tell me, especially we're talking about a powerful masculine. He jumped out immediately. I don't know who that is. Let me see. Good for you. Might be a boss. Shout out to you. Hey, you got an offer coming in. Some of you, it is work. Others of you, it's love. It can be both either way. It could be both either way. Congratulations. Shout out to you, because we got a powerful man with an offer that's going to benefit you. Okay. So where are we going with this? Give me more. Very distinct archetype. This person got money. They're going to offer you money. That's why it makes sense. Like some of you, it's a job offer, right? This person's going to make you an offer that really you're not interested in refusing. I'm telling you, no, do not refuse this money, because it's a nice offer in a way that it enhances your overall quality of life. Let's say the job opportunity is just okay. I don't sense that at all, but I'm giving you the worst case scenario. Let's say it's just the all right job. You're not really that interested in the job, but it's stable. This job will pay enough to enhance your life so much that you'll be able to like have a lot of the things you want to do. You'll be able to enjoy it. That's why we have all this Leo energy, because it rules the 5th house of joy and pleasure. You will start looking like a person whose life is just joy and pleasure consistently. Okay. Like you will look like the Leo fifth house expression of that, even if that's not your natural personality type, by nature of your lifestyle, of a person whose life is filled with sweetness, of pleasant, possibly expensive by your standards, taste, right? Because it rules beauty and details, this card. So like I said, even if it's just an okay job, cool. The real dominant energy is that it's an ideal job, okay? It looks like something that historically you wanted. It looks like it consolidates all of your best skills. It feels like something you can do independently, which is why that offer is coming through so strongly, okay? So good for you. Where we're talking about love though, we talking about, this is the pile where, in terms of love, regardless of your gender, the story is the same. We have, okay, let me lead with my dominant audience. So my feminines, there is a powerful masculine here that approaching you romantically will literally just change your whole quality of life. Okay? And vice versa, my masculines, there's a feminine that you're going to get confirmation or a message or something, some type of way you end up in a position to pursue, because the powerful man here is in pursuit very clearly. This is a feminine that's very powerful, very stable, very Leo in energy, which the powerful man typically rules my professionals. Like, you know what I mean? Like you either launching a business, running a business, managing someone else's business, something like that. But this strong feminine, it's like you go in pursuing because you think they're attractive, you like them, and then you get all kinds of extra stuff. Like you get the benefits of having a partner that really knows how to network and connect. You have a partner that may be able to help you with your business. Like you end up getting a lot more in this relationship than just somebody you were attracted to and want to get to know and find out if you're compatible by pursuing. Okay? Whereas the feminine, same vibe. It's like, okay, this powerful masculine pursues you and your life shifts by proximity. Okay? And I'm not like, I hate the exaggerated way that this is coming through because that's not going to be realistic for most people. So I'm going to bring it down to a mundane level. So for example, a local franchise owner, okay, I'll even take it down a little bit. How do I take it down a little bit? This pile's so loud. So loud. Got it. Okay. So local business, right? Like, I don't know, like maybe it's just like the top local business, right? Like, I don't know what they sell, but it's a local business, nothing crazy. Local restaurant. Everybody likes the local spot. Okay, cool. The feminine, I'll read it from y'all's perspective. That's your spot. You go there. I guess you go there, you eat. That's your thing on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, you and your girls. Owner or manager of the small local spot takes a liking to you, pursues you. You like the spot, so you're like, well, I gotta like the owner because I love it here. So let me see the mind that is this spot. Okay, cool. You start connecting with this person, boom, match. Well, now you're just a school teacher on a normal, stable school teacher salary. Well, you with the business owner, right? And maybe the business is doing really well. Y'all always there on Tuesdays, so I'm assuming it does well, right? This is a mundane example, and so it does change. You merge in finances with somebody else and they're doing better than you. Okay? Even though it's not like this hugest thing, maybe it's just a 6-figure business, right? It doesn't have to be this hugest thing, but it's a business that makes a lot more than yours, right? As a school teacher. So that's the shift. Now, from the lens of the small business owner, it's like, she's a school teacher. Like she knows a lot of stuff. Maybe she teaches finance. Like she teaches like high school finance, right? Well, she knows more about finances than maybe this business owner. She comes in and she reworks the book and things like that. And now family business. You see what I'm saying? That's a more mundane example because I know how y'all get. And I want everybody to be able to find themselves in the story. So I got Do You Remember? And I have the 6 of Cups. We're talking about a past life thing. I will say this. The love match that happens here is not new. The job offer that comes here, even if it is new, it comes due to so much experience. Like everything you've done is building up to this moment, because it's whether it's your resume or whether it's word of mouth, like everything coming with this job offer specifically, it's experience. It's not luck, it's experience. If, like I mentioned, it's like something tailor made for you. Same with the love. Like it just feels like you start connecting with this person and it makes perfect sense. The example I gave, the mundane one, makes sense because what did I say? I said small business owner, the whole reason why the pursuit happens is the mutual interest due to the work. I use that example. So like the small business owner is like, man, that nice lady is here all the time with her friends. Let me go talk to her, see what's up. And you're like, oh, this is your spot. I love this spot. I do want to get to know the person whose spot this is, because where did you come up with this? You see what I'm saying? So it's almost like things that you weren't like, the love here is like not even really looking for love. It's like coincidentally aligning with love by nature of things you already were attracted to, aligned with, part of like what brings you joy, things that align with your identity and the things you like. So good for you. I love it. I love this energy of this pile and everything that comes with it. So let me pull from these tea leaves, and then I'll pull specifically for love, even though this was a dominant pile and love was incoming. See, opportunities are waiting for you. This might be the best pile, even better than the other one that was like really good. So look at you. If you pick both, ooh, don't forget to tip me, because both of those piles calling you says you got a lot coming, okay? But accept that opportunity. It's definitely waiting for you. What's the theme? Career. Especially if you picked both, because that one had a career card from this deck, the Melanin Pop deck. So you got a career opportunity coming through, whether it is just career or if it's via this partner. Because I feel like maybe this partner is going to elevate your career in some way. Or at least their career is going to benefit you in some way, because it's very, very loud. And then I have the target of a goal-oriented person of, okay, so just know romantically, we have a goal-oriented person coming in, which makes sense because those of you, or both sides where all of it applies, the career thing is like you're the target for this role and everything matches, everything aligns, right? So I like it. I like it. This pile is actually really clean as well. It's not a lot of confusion like some other messages can be. Pay attention to your health. You'll get confirmation that you've been doing a good job regarding your health. Okay? If you've been paying attention to your health, you'll get confirmation on like how that's benefited you as well, right? But what I like is the career and the love, or both coming in, will align with you needing to do that. So like where we talk about having to pay attention to your health, when we talk about quality of life, when we talk about lifestyle, you'll be aligned with taking care of your health if that's something you struggle to prioritize, okay? Okay, incoming energy of the flute, disappointment in a friend or lover. Well, that's random. Where are we going with this? Oh, okay, I kind of see where we're going with this. Okay, okay. It was too good to be true. Had to throw something in there. Doing something risky, taking a chance. Take care. Okay. So this is a completely random message, completely out of left field. I'm going to put it back in the deck because I don't want to start a whole new reading, because that's what it feels like, a whole new reading. So what I'll lead with is, some of you are going to be disappointed in an actual friend. Okay, I think the example I gave, I'm going to keep going with it. Not saying this is your literal situation, but it's just easier for me to like use it as an example. So just kind of take it how it applies to the way you actually live your life. But like some of you are going to be really disappointed in a friend because they're going to be real competitive with you regarding this job, or this person interested in you romantically. Like, you're going to find out one of your friends is really not your friend because they're going to start acting funny when it comes down to this job or this man or this woman. Okay? I'm so serious. Like, you're going to see somebody's true colors regarding your love life, regarding this job. So let me put it back. I'm not starting a whole new reading. I'm not starting a whole new reading. Okay. There we go. Give us more affairs with your family. I'm going to take both of those, but I do want something else in the bottom. Okay, boom. That parrot is back. Many major challenges to overcome. So here's the thing. Regardless of the shadow, regardless of who asks how, you don't have challenges to overcome. Any perceived challenges, you're going to get news confirmation that they're not real or that they were vastly exaggerated. Like, any major challenges you have are at this point vastly exaggerated. Like, there's an easy fix too. And that was another pile that had that today, where it's like things are a lot easier than you realize. Your priority is going to be going out, have fun, take those offers to go out and have fun. I think that example I used is going to put you in a position for love, possibly career, all of the things. Go out when you're invited to go out and have fun. The arrow says you're on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. It's maturing. Everything you're doing is fine, okay? If you're struggling, working really hard, whether in your role, working really hard trying to find a role because career is on the table, you can lighten up a little bit, okay? Do all that you can do, but don't overextend, don't overexert yourself. Do make time to go out and have fun. You can go out and prioritize your family as well, even if it's just with family. November, things will be really, really good for you. November, all of this will be real. So we're talking about the messages that are about to start coming in, right? By November, this reading is going to be like, you're going to be able to look back at this reading and be like, you know what? Onyx really read all of the shifts in my life bar for bar. I did. Look at me. So November incoming, all right? Regardless of what timeline you're in. So I'm going to pull from the love deck. Seasoned love, okay? It says this kind of love has endured the ups and downs that come with life. With this person, you know that you can get through anything, okay? It's an older couple on a table, whether that's you or, because the thing about it is it's not you, because this is incoming love. Unless the powerful masculine is already your partner or you, and you're connecting deeper with your partner, right? Maybe there's an engagement on the table that I didn't quite catch because it's not my dominant audience. Okay. But we got peace of mind. This love though, regardless, this love that's incoming is going to be a love like you can see yourself growing older with. Like, you're going to be so comfortable with this person that you are going to genuinely be like, oh, like, not only is this my person, like, I'm sure, like, but I already know, I can already feel how it's going to be as we get older together without having to like make things up, right? Let me grab that. And in alignment with what I said at the very beginning of your pile of the angelic support of things falling into your lap, the love incoming will feel fated. Fated. Like a soul tie, actually, past life soul tie. Because we got 6 of Cups as well as do you remember as indicators. And congratulations on your engagement. There's so much going on over here. I don't know if you can see. So, and the way that I'm angled, I have to be honest about the cards. This is how they're falling angled towards me as incoming because the target is upright. Okay. So underneath it, I have the reversal of the temptation, like no temptation. You have a person that's disciplined. You have a person that knows what they're doing, a person you can trust. You don't have to be worried about infidelity. And because of that, we have incoming passion, The tulips may be calling you. That may be a redirection. But we also have that you will be receiving a precious gift. It means engagement. So I mentioned the powerful masculine on the table is a powerful masculine regardless of the relative energy. The powerful masculine with the offer on the table by proxy is doing better than the feminine. I'm not saying that to make y'all feel good or anything like that. Okay. So what I mean is when we talk about engagements, nicer ring than the feminine would have access to. It's that I'm going to word it that way because I don't be like, oh, beautiful engagement ring. Yes, but everything is relative. How nice it will be will vary on the powerful masculine, but it will, for all of the people this message applies to, it's a nicer ring than the feminine would be able to afford. That's what I'm saying. So when it comes to career, you exactly the target for this role, okay? And the offer is gonna feel amazing. There's a tulip in the matcha moolah. There's gotta be a matcha moolah tulip latte career-wise that I'm sending some of you to, okay? I don't think I'll have time to make notes. If I do, then I got lucky because I want to get you guys some readings up early so you have time to see them in advance in the memberships, okay? So congratulations on that job. Congratulations on that partner. Like it's all coming to fruition for you. And the tulips are not optional, okay? So I'll see if I can try to slow down and get y'all some redirection because I feel like every pile kind of had it, especially since you're also being redirected to honey. And there was another pile redirecting to honey, okay? But those tulips are not really a game, okay? So bold bloom. So your advice is to bloom. Be courageous, blossom, go out when you're invited to have fun, socialize, be engaged, right, with the people around you. If someone connects with you, pursue. If you're talking to a powerful man, regardless of your gender, like it doesn't have to be a romantic context, connect and network. You might be interacting with somebody that could help you elevate in some way. I'm not saying that's why you engage people, but I'm saying being friendly and personable, like some of you already are, is really going to help you bloom. And honey devotion talks about things just working out really well for you. And the work that you're going to be doing or the way you're going to be helping this partner is going to make you feel good. Everything about this pile's day-to-day life at the end of all of the messages grounding for this transition is putting you in a state of just feeling like everything is good, right? You're happy with the work you do. You're happy with your partner. You're happy supporting your partner. Like everything is happy, okay? And I also, I think every pile got like the initials of CNTs all over the place. I forgot to mention those, okay? So I am going to close you out. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.